Go. No, my name is Rick Noda. I am here at T3 Body, where we tighten, tone, and transition. I just want you guys. I know you can hear that, you guys, and I literally got to say it again. Strong is not a dance class. My wellness coordinator, Armando, and Alexia, Janet, and Lisa, and Sheila, and everybody, I've got to tell you, they have taken Strong by the horns and literally taken it to the next level. Go figure that I pick up TRX and Strong by Zumba, two of the hardest modalities that are out there, and everybody is knocking it out. So I leave you with a little bit more of that music there for a second. Hold on. Something about being Latino in music. All right. Well, on to the business at hand. My name is Rick Noda. I'm the host here at T3 Talks, where we tighten, tone, and transition. I'm here in beautiful Encinitas, California. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Those on Instagram who are saying there's nothing up there, yes, go ahead and check on YouTube, you guys. So just a little bit of house cleaning here. What's nice about my program here, I've got a great producer by the name of Esteban. You guys saw him in yesterday's video. He was the guy that was running down the hill like a superhero in an orange hoodie. What he does here is we go live on Instagram, and you see the raw footage right there. Dale, dale, dale. And then we clean it up, and then we post it on YouTube. So all of the graphics and a lot of the things that you guys don't get on the live broadcast, it's really kind of very entertaining on the YouTube channel. And I will tell you that he does a great job. We do a little powwow meeting, and then he just goes after it. So like 99.9% is all him, you guys. So I really appreciate for having him. Now, this week, for this podcast, we haven't had a VIP in a while. We've been literally holding off to invite very important people here to our studio and our podcast because we wanted to tighten it up a little bit. So as we tighten it up, we said we're going to keep these daily programs shorter, and we're going to have those podcasts a little bit few and far between, maybe once a month or once every few months. So I've got Stefan Groce, or Steph, which is a good friend of mine, you guys, and it's funny in how we met. And I often say when you meet a connector, and that's what Steph is, he's a connector, you guys, and you connect with individuals. When I talk about connection, you guys, I come from a place where I've got to tell you that means a lot. As a Marine veteran, one thing that I know right now that is if I pull out my cell phone right now and I dial a few numbers, Moses Avila and my friend Sean Vella, Brian Castle, my friend Matt Silverberg, and my brother Dave Noda and Danny Dangillian, those jarheads that I count on this side of my hand, on one side of my hand, if I need something, they go, what do you need, brother? And vice versa. So when I talk about connection, that, as a Marine veteran, that's really special to me. So I met Steph when we were at Clever Talks, which was hosted by Hillary and Chris a few months ago. It was about 8 or 9 months ago. And my job there was basically getting some of the very, very important people, the VIPs, some of the public speakers, some of the individuals that were coming to Clever Talks that were going to speak, to get them acclimated on what the process was, where the green rooms were, and then, pass them off to the next person and really just communicate or connect. When I met Steph, it was cool because he was walking with another gentleman, and a leader, you guys. You see him when he walks in. We talk about it all the time. When a leader walks into a room, takes a look, sees how you're doing, gives you a firm handshake, and you decide to, at that point, that this individual is well-educated in leadership and morality. So as I start to talk to him, we hit it off immediately to the point where I'm like, hey, there was a long line behind us. I was trying to be, a little bit intimate, but there was a line and we had to be a little bit efficient to the point where I'm like, hey, when I come to these, I don't take a lot of business cards, but would you mind if we exchange business cards? Because I do want to have actual lunch or, connect with you out afterwards. He goes, no problem. When I'm leaving, I'll go ahead and drop one off with you. You hear that all the time, no problem. But a connector like Steph is going to come back because he felt the connection I did. At the end, things were nice and quiet. We were cleaning up, and we were actually setting up for the next day. He approached the table, handed me his business card, and we kind of talked for a little bit more, and then he left. Well, I was set to work the event for 2 days. So I arrived the next day, and as I arrived the next day, you guys know me, I'm bipolar as crazy, so my energy level is the same exact way as it is at 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the same thing. So there comes Seth. He walks in, goes, "Hey, brother, how you doing?" Now he changed his clothes a little bit. He wasn't wearing a suit and tie. He was dressed, what I like to say, very neat and clean. You know, that classic, man. If you look this clean, you could look this.
I'm a classic man. You can be me when you look this clean. I'm a classic man.
All right, so but he was dressed real classic. He approaches the table and says, "Hey, Rick, you know what? I had no intentions of coming here for the second day, but we made such a great connection. You know, I wanted to come here to see you personally and then see what the event has for the second day." I got to tell you, it meant a lot to me. So much that after him and I met off-site, I invited him to public speak at my Grit Awards this year. Him and Rich Heyman spoke at the awards, and the talk of leadership, the talk about commitment. I mean, he had the audience in the palm of his hands, and as a leader and a public speaker does. I haven't even told you the best part yet. He's got kids. He takes his kids to school. He spends time with his family. He loves his wife. Isn't that awesome? In his spare time, he's created a company that's called Legacy Kids Clothing, survival clothing. Esteban, Legacy Parenting Survival Wear. I mean, where does a guy, have the time to be a loving father and all of this stuff, and at the same time create a great, great company like that? Well, I'm going to tell you guys, I want to know more about him. So I'm bringing him on Thursday. It's going to be a much longer podcast that we're going to throw on SoundCloud. It's going to be on our YouTube. You know, again, just like on Instagram, we're going to have the live videos, and Esteban's going to edit it up for us, you guys. When I started this podcast, you guys, I originally started it so that I could get my teachings out. And what it's become is the ability to introduce other remarkable individuals, other connectors, other persons of influence to my community out there, you guys. So when I say our motivation inspires you to be better, and I know that Panic and Coffee, that really is in my heartbeat, you guys, it's a pleasure to come to work every day, listen to music, see my producer, and meet guys like Steph. I cannot wait to have him here and have him tell his story and really inspire you to be a little bit better. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching today, you guys. Subscribe. Rick Noda, founder at T3 Body, where we tighten, tone, and transition. If you're looking to get a hold of me via email, go to info@t3bodyencinitas.com. That's info@t3bodyencinitas.com. Follow me on Instagram at T3Body or YouTube. We're looking for subscribers at T3Body. Now, our Facebook, right now, we're working on it. It's at CaliFitWKO, but stay tuned for that Facebook to match that T3 Body, where our motivation inspires you to be better.